Have you struggled with LEGO Fortnite? Are you struggling with the map or finding things to do? Have you struggled finding caves and caves that you can actually enter without freezing? Well, welcome to LEGO Fortnite. Welcome to Zenny Arcade. This video just might be for you. This is my first map, and this is the map that they started me on when I first started building. You can see here I found 3 caves, and I seem to be in a pretty well green section of the map. Well, let's compare that to my second map that I started. Alright, welcome back to LEGO Fortnite. Here we are, this is my second map. I started this map after about 10 hours or so of initial playing. And so this is where they started me, here in the green, and it seemed like it was a good spot. However, I quickly realized as I started to explore, I found this cave, but this cave was frozen and caused a lot of troubles. I couldn't figure out how to get into it and how to use it, and I knew I needed knot root. You need knot root to upgrade your village eventually. Level 5, you need knot root, and you find those in caves. However, the frozen caves are really difficult to navigate unless you have enough of the equipment to keep you cold, or keep you warm in the cold. And so I haven't been able to enter this cave. And then early in the game, I went exploring, and I found some other areas here on this side of the map. But I kept realizing that every direction that I went was a snow biome. It appeared to be snow biome, or at least it was frozen. You can see this little patch of green is completely surrounded by cold. So I found all of these caves, but I couldn't enter any of them. And in the process of exploring this map, I would get out far away from the village, and then I would die, and I would have to respawn and start all over and have to run all the way back to get my backpack, and realize that still I didn't know where to go. Everything here was in a cold biome, and I was learning to stay warm using a torch and using campfires, but still I couldn't figure out where to go. Well, finally, after many hours and after building and things, I ended up exploring down this way, and I started to find these roads up here in the northwest section here. I started to find these roads, but they didn't lead anywhere. So then eventually I found this road down here, and I decided to take it and just follow it. And I followed it through this section of frozen area, which was really difficult because there were snow tigers or wolves and other snow enemies, and it was really difficult. And again, I just kept dying and having to restart all the way back here, and then having to run just to get my equipment and my backpacks, and then just to die again to one of those snow wolves and have to start over again. Well, so finally I realized that when you build a bed, that becomes your new spawn point. So then I realized what I need to do is put down beds as I'm exploring. And so then I finally, these are the pink marks here, I finally started using structures out in the wild and putting down a campfire and a bed. And that allowed me to have a new respawn point. So then I could restart and not lose all the progress I'd have, and also not have to run out into the middle of the world without any materials. So then I started saving materials, weapons and healing items and torches in the chests, and then building fire pits and building a bed. And then if you lay in the bed, then that becomes your new spawn point. So I started exploring out this way and started building camps along the way that I could use as new spawn points. And I explored south and south, or southeast, and finally came upon this other green section. So now I'm down here and I've built a new village. That's the red marker here. And I found this large grouping of green space. And I even found a cave that isn't frozen, and it's up here, this one. So I feel like now I'm actually in this part of the map. I'm actually in a biome that I should have started the game in. Instead, I started way up here in this tiny little section of green surrounded by frozen area. I feel like this game was way difficult in the beginning because of where I started. So down here now, there's actually a cave that I can get not root from, so that I can upgrade my weapons and upgrade my village. Well, now being down here for many play hours, I decided to start a third map and see where that would place me. Alright, and here we are in our third map, LEGO Fortnite. And you can tell that we've just started this area. Alright, and welcome. Here we are, map number 4. We've just started this. We've spent about 2 hours on this map in a new location. And guess what? Right there in the background is a cave. And not only a cave, but this cave is not frozen. This cave you can enter immediately from the very first few minutes of playing the game. So, as you can see, we're hungry, but there's a cave here, and we've entered it, and it's not freezing. And there's marble, and there's not root. That's what it looks like. We can harvest it. We'll be able to harvest it if we have a strong enough axe. And this cave is located in view of where we spawned. And this cave is not frozen. So I know I'm in a different part of the map. And we zoom out, and this is all I've explored, but there's no snow here. And so again, I feel like map number 2 started in surrounded by snow and ice, and it was really difficult to figure out where I was supposed to go and figure out how to get there, because it was such a problem with the cold, and there were no caves to explore. And I knew that you needed to explore caves for not root, but you couldn't explore any of the caves that were near me in my map number 2. So I hope that helps you out. If you've been struggling with the map like I have been in LEGO Fortnite, this just might help you out. Start a new map and then explore and look around you and see what's surrounding you, what biomes might be to what direction. Apparently, the map is auto-generated, procedurally generated in LEGO Fortnite, and so everyone gets a slightly different map. And I think in one of my playthroughs, the playthrough that became map number 2, the game that I'm furthest on so far, have the most progression so far, was an unnecessarily difficult start because of where I started, being surrounded by snow biome. So here's another cave right there, straight ahead of us, we've been looking for, and we're gonna see if this cave is also, if it's frozen or if we can get into it. It looks like it's not frozen. And it's not frozen. It's not frozen. Right, so now we'll pull up the map, and you can see we've already found 2 caves that are both not frozen, allowing this game to be completely different than the game in map number 2, based on simply where you start, luck of the draw, based on the procedural map that you are given. I recommend, if you're having troubles in Fortnite and you don't know where to go and you feel like you're surrounded by snow, or maybe you're surrounded by desert, I don't know. I haven't even found the desert biome yet. I haven't found the forest biome yet. I thought originally that the game was spawning you in the grasslands, but that's not really the case for me in map number 2, because my grasslands were very small and completely in 360 degrees surrounded by a snow biome. Whereas here, look at that. That's my first view ever of the desert, right there. Right there is my first view of the desert, proving that if you're having difficulties in Fortnite with the map, or you're having difficulties knowing where to go, or you're not finding the other biomes, or you're having a hard time finding a cave, or you're having a hard time finding a cave that you can enter, it might be only because of where you first spawned. And so your game might be more difficult or more different than it needs to be, or than some of your friends, based on where you've started. I hope this helps. I hope you enjoy LEGO Fortnite as much as I am, and I hope this helps you have a easier time getting started. If you like the video, like and subscribe. There'll be more videos on the way. Thanks for watching. It's Zenny Arcade. See you next time.